What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Security Skates. This is your host, Paul, and on this episode, you will be attending the skate park cleanup that happened at Diamond Slate Plaza at Hazard Park in Los Angeles, California. This cleanup happened on Sunday, December 8th, started at 2 p.m. And I was super hyped to get out here because this was our first time doing something with security skates out at Hazard Park and Diamond Slate Plaza. We had our setup here, had our volunteer check-in area, had all the snacks and drinks, had a first aid kit, all the information that we usually put out when we get started. Had our skateboard there in case anybody wanted to borrow something and skate. Had our ice cold drinks. There weren't any volunteers out there yet when we first got set up and started, but that didn't last for too long. I was super hyped. Now, as usual, I want to get started with a tour around the actual skate park and show you some of the trash that was hanging out. You can see it here. We're going to get started. We got some trash here, a couple of cups and stuff like that. Definitely a big opportunity for a cleanup. But I got to say that Hazard Park itself was actually pretty clean and in fact a very beautiful park. Pretty cool park, tucked away in the heart of Los Angeles. You would never guess it, but so we have all this here. There was a lot of leaf trash in the skate park that I did want to get cleaned up. You see it pulled up right here, this little quarter pipe. There's also some bags. There was some big, large plastic chunks down there. Some stuff I had to get cleaned up. But there was definitely some trash that could go into a trash can. But one cool thing I always love to see is there was a trash can near the skate park, which gives the skate park users the ability to keep it clean in the first place, and there was actually trash in the trash can, which I love to see. But there was still some stuff hanging out, opportunity for cleanup. There was a father and son skateboarder who showed up and definitely took interest in what we were doing. Good times to be out there. They actually did hop in and help out. You'll see that a little bit later on. But yeah, this is a beautiful park surrounding the actual skate park. It is not gated, but there are no lights. Some vital information some of y'all might need trying to get out here. Really cool stuff. There's a big crack right there. Just gonna get back over here to our table area. And Diamond Skate Plaza does actually have a pretty cool setup. It's a little tight, but it is pretty cool. It has a little box, some rails, has a quarter pipe with some pool coping, has a little over arc. You can see it here, surrounded by Keck Medical Center, baseball fields, playgrounds. Big shout out to Office of Community Beautification. I'll give you some more information on them later on. Do some great work. So it was my turn to hop in and get started. Wanted to pick up this first piece that was over here by our setup. Then I got started over by the quarter pipe area. Got these cups up, got some trash, some coffee cup covers, stuff like that. There was some trash hanging out around the skate park, but the biggest issue here was the leaf debris that was inside of the park, so I definitely wanted to get started on that. And that father and son that I had mentioned earlier came out to the park and had some fun. I actually got started in on the cleanup, helped us out. And you know, I do need to invest in a leaf blower. That would make these things so much easier, but it's really cool to see that the opportunity is there and that the community wants to get involved and get it swept up. So there's just a lot of the trash debris that was on the stairs, kind of jamming up the quarter pipe and bank right there. But there they go. And I actually started cleaning myself. Wanted to make sure that we were getting everything picked up, spruced up. See the trash can and broom there. And there were starting to be more skaters at the park taking interest, asking questions. Had some kids come over and help out. Really cool stuff. And one of the things I love to do is kind of reward the kids when they want to help out. And so I had some little mini fingerboards and a couple stickers, some candy to give out. But yeah, really cool to see the young ones want to hop in and get the park cleaned up. This is a good ideal, and if we can spread it on to the next generation, we will not have a bad time out at the skate parks. So yeah, so we got a lot of this cleaned up. We're starting to get the leaves into piles, making sure that we were having fun. Now we do have these kids brooms available, which I found handy for sweeping up little piles like this. I was able to get some dustpans this time and utilize those. A lot of fun. One of the things that I have always found at Diamond Skate Plaza when I go there is that it's usually a pretty chill vibe. It's just such nice scenery, and it's right next to a medical center, which is a little bit busy, which makes it a little bit difficult to park there. But usually if the gate is open, it's easy to park there. Definitely got back over to this little arc and the quarter pipe. Wanted to get all the stuff that was in there. Got started on that. We already had the bank in front of the other quarter pipe cleaned up. So got this stuff into the trash can. Got my little flyer on the trash can. Good times. So I was really able to connect with the few members that were helping volunteer and get the park cleaned up. Got them their rewards and made sure they had their snacks and drinks and all that good stuff. But one of the things I really wanted to do was get a skate sesh in here. I didn't get too much footage of that, but the vibe was just so chill that I really wanted to just soak it in and yeah, enjoy the skate jam part of this. But I still wanted to put the finishing touches and get the last few pieces of trash that were available and then get started in the bigger area of the actual Hazard Park. So did that here, got some stuff up that I had missed the first time around. Everybody was out skating, having a good time, but it was time to get to more work and clean the park. Also here I found this pack of cigarettes. There was like cigarettes in there, no smoking. Made sure we got those picked up, thrown away. Those are bad for you, don't do it. I quit smoking about 7 months ago, and I can honestly say I breathe easier since I quit smoking. So yeah, stay away from those guys, bad for you. Or not, you know, this is America. So I got my stuff cleaned up, and I wanted to make sure that I started getting to the rest of the park. But I'm definitely going to take a tour and show you the product of our cleanup here. Got all the leaves that were inside of the park, in this bowl, inside of this little archway, all the stuff that was in front of the quarter pipe and the bank, and it was looking good. Always love this skate plaza. Again, there's plenty of opportunity to get your tricks in here. It's just so small and tight that it just works perfect. Get enough speed for the quarter pipe going from one end of the park to another. There's a phone there. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention, since I saw that opportunity, that usually, you know, when we're out skating around at the skate park, we're pretty open with our stuff, and if you ever see stuff laying around at the skate park and there's other people there, like, it's not yours, yo, don't touch it. You know, I know it looks cool, it might be like a phone or a backpack or whatever, but yeah, just good lesson out there, because I know if I put my stuff down, I wouldn't want anybody touching it. So if you put your stuff down and you have the same respect, usually nobody will mess with your stuff. But yeah, we got a good bag out of this cleanup. Big shout out to Office Community Beautification. Got to relay that information to them. Wanted to take this time real quick to give a shout out to them. They gave us the tools. Big shout out to Thomas over at Office Community Beautification, giving us the tools that we need to get out here and get these skate park cleanups executed. Good times. But we were losing light, and I definitely wanted to make sure that I got to the rest of Hazard Park. So I got my stuff put away, had my bucket with me, my trash can. Made sure that I started getting some more stuff picked up. Beautiful park, to the point that I wanted to show you guys some of the beauty of it. It's a real hilly park, very steep on some of the angles. Beautiful trees, but of course, there's always opportunity for cleanup. Found some trash. I was just walking around with my grabber, my bucket, a big bag of trash, making sure stuff got cleaned up. And again, I gotta say, you know, the city's doing a good job of keeping it clean in the first place, but they can always use a little bit of assistance from those of us that choose to do so. So I did see something pretty cool here. I'm gonna show you guys in a minute, but there was another piece of trash that I wanted to pick up. You can see, I think it's like a parking lot of Keck Medical Center there, some sort of facility, but yeah, just the small plastics that could go in a trash can, but don't get flown around, maybe blown out of the trash can, or just not thought about. Then I saw this coyote. See his head over there. He was staring at me. He was definitely interested in what I was doing. I wanted to see if I could get a better angle of him, so I tried to get closer, get his attention, but yeah, he was having none of it. He wasn't interested in cleaning up. I think he was looking for food, but yeah, there was definitely a coyote hanging out over there. So definitely watch the little ones when you're out there, maybe walking your dogs. Gonna be careful, but still, beautiful park. Found a discarded cup of ramen right here though. Wanted to make sure we got that cleaned up. And one of the things that I always like to try and do when I'm out cleaning the rest of the park is get over near any baseball fields or playgrounds that there might be. Try and keep it cleaned up for the kids, because I know there's a lot of little leagues out there and parents that bring their kids out to the park. So we want to make sure that, yeah, you know, they have safe, fun time at the park. Not too much trash hanging out around there. See this one here. Got to be very careful when recording at the playground though, for sure. Want to make sure that we're not interfering with anybody else's good times and liberties. Had some more trash over here. Kane's Chicken. Good stuff. One of the reasons that I like to show you guys what I'm actually picking up is so that you might be mindful the next time that you're out. And if maybe a napkin or a bottle does get away from you, maybe a plastic bag like this one, chase after it, pick it up, make sure that it's not interfering with anybody else's good time. Definitely got the playground picked up around here. Some more stuff over here. Kept it going. Started to make my way over towards the baseball fields. We're over here. Luckily, there was a trash can nearby for this one, so I definitely was able to chase down this piece of plastic that was trying to get away and pick up a couple more pieces of trash. And my bucket was getting full at this point, so I was glad that there was a trash can available. I was able to just pitch them in there real quick. No pun intended. But I did find something a little unusual. If anybody lost their Reeboks, I do apologize, but yeah, they were discarded into the trash. Because there were definitely some shoes left out here. Check this out. Where's this shoe at? Yeah, it looks like it might have been a lady shoe, but still pretty decent shape, you know? I checked out the tread, and yeah, they would have been good for skating still, but yep, there they go. I know that's just one of them, but it was a pair. I want to show you guys the other one real quick. Wasn't too far, maybe 20-25 feet from the other one. But yeah, if anybody lost their shoes out at Hazard Park, Diamond Slate Plaza, do apologize, they were discarded. At this point, yeah, those had pretty much topped off my bucket. I'm going to show you guys a real quick view of what this park was looking like. There was still some trash that I did see off in the distance, and I wanted to get cleaned up. You can see it here. Beautiful park. Plenty of squirrels, obviously coyotes. Get some trash here. Trash there. I gotta say, I'm falling in love with walking around the park and picking up trash. It's real meditative, and when it's at parks like this, it's just beautiful scenery that you get to see. I did find another something unusual over here though. Also, if anybody lost their underwear out at Hazard Park, I do apologize, those as well were discarded, so yeah, those are no longer out there waiting for you. Check out this scenery though. Really just taken back by some of the greenery here at this park, but yeah, my bucket was just about done. I picked up just about as much as I could, was going to pitch it into the trash bag and get going. See that there. Made my way over here on the other side through the walkway, on the other side of the baseball diamond. Wanted to get some of this stuff cleaned up. But again, you know, there was an opportunity for trash to be picked up, but it was not too bad. I have seen worse. I'm going to take you guys on a cruise around Diamond Slate Plaza real quick, show you the result of what we're doing out there. Big shout out to all the volunteers that helped out. We were able to pitch in, make a positive impact at the park this day. I noticed that there's a school right next to it, so if this is your local, or if you have the chance to skate this park every day after school, consider yourself lucky, because yeah, this is a pretty sweet park. Got this diamond mani pad up here on top of the bank. Good stuff. An Office of Community Beautification Information Workshop is available at the skate park cleanups for anyone who would like to learn how to organize and execute a cleanup in your neighborhood. You can check them out on Instagram at LACityOCB, and while you're there, be sure to swing by at security_skates to keep up with all the next skate park cleanups. We are doing 24 in the year 2025, going to be good times. Security Skates Productions is a privately skater-owned independent enterprise and skate parks advocate. You can find out more about us at securityskates.com. This has been your host, Paul, signing off. Now put down your phone and go skate, y'all. Happy skateboarding.